Morning, my lovelies. Barbara here with your one card reading for the week ahead. It's Monday, the 3rd of October 2022. Just to warn you, there's a car going past. There it goes. Well, actually, it's a farming vehicle of some sort. Yep, it's a farming vehicle of some sort. I'm on this little lane while I'm staying in this cottage. Anyway, so you will hear the odd bit of traffic going past. Anyway, let's get on with the reading. Now, interestingly, I've just said it's a one card reading. Today it's a 2-card reading. I'll explain about that in a minute. But the deck I'm using is called the This Might Hurt Tarot, with the most complicated box ever. It took me 10 minutes to try and figure out, even though I can't figure out how to open it. It's like, how on earth do you open this box? It's like I think you need a blooming, oh, here we go. That's how you open it. Anyway, there we go. I haven't even been drinking. There we are. So, back of the cards. Here we go. Now this is a really unusual deck, and it's quite hard to get hold of. You can get hold of the French version. This is the American version. So I was very lucky I managed to come across this. So the first card that I actually drew is the Hierophant. Now, if you notice, it's not so clear in this particular card, because the lady, she's called Isabella Rotman, and she is an illustrator, and this is a very modern deck of cards in as much it depicts things that are going on in modern world. However, she really knows tarot, and all the symbolisms in there, it's superb. So here we have the Hierophant. So this coming week, this is a time to actually look towards someone or a group of people, or perhaps a body or something. I'm just going to put the box on the floor. Here we go. To actually help you move forward in, and I'm going to say specifically, some sort of training. Now, I'm not on about, spiritual stuff though. Yeah, he's a Hierophant, which is a religious leader. So yes, it could be on your spirituality. So it could be you want to learn Reiki, you want to learn whatever, a tuning forks or something like that. But also within your career. And this is really important, because if there's something you've always wanted, mosquitoes until I'm outside, if there's something you specifically want to learn, and perhaps have always wanted to learn, now is the time to look into that. But it's very much, you need to not just do it online, it's actually to be talking to someone, to actually interact with someone, and someone who gives you the confidence of their knowledge. You can buy things online, and you'll learn things from it, but for you, you need somebody who you can talk to and ask questions, and not revere them, that's the wrong sort of word, but respect their knowledge. It's very difficult to respect a piece of paper or a website when you really need to stick to somebody who can actually talk to you. And if you look in this particular card, it is quite traditional in the way, though he actually looks quite friendly, which is extremely unlikely. Not unlikely, that sounds wrong. Unusual is the word I'm trying to use. I'm not that keen on this card. And it's funny, when you do my tarot club, and how many other people aren't keen on this card either. I mean, it's a 5, which I class as wobble cards anyway, but nevertheless, this is your halfway point. So it's actually a really, really positive card. It's just me. Sorry, I'm waffling. You can tell I'm on holiday, can't you? Anyway, so here we go. So there's the two, what are normally called acolytes, who are sort of worshipping him, but not in a weird sort of way. You don't have to stalk them or anything like that. But this is very much his knowledge. Oh, and I've just noticed that. Hang on, glasses come down. Oh, I'm not quite sure what he's supposed to be having on his head. He's got his crown, but there's some sort of close up. Do you see it's sort of some sort of vegetation around his head? Not sure. They sort of look like mistletoe, and mistletoe is very that is revered by the Druids for its magical properties. So perhaps this is a time for you to look towards your spirituality. But I will say, actually, that's interesting. You see, the more you look at cards, the more you see. I'm sorry about the sun. Look, you can see the sun's coming around. If you look here, do you see the sort of wheat or corn growing? And that represents abundance. So whatever what path you decide to take this week, and it's not going to happen overnight, incidentally, this is a long-term thing, it could lead to abundance. Now, it could be abundance of joy, it could be abundance of money, it could be abundance of just, oh my goodness, it's another sort of string to my bow. But what is bizarre, it sort of really, no, I didn't realise this was going to happen. When I was shuffling, and that card came out first, I dropped another card, so it's a jumper, and this is the Empress. And of course, the Empress is all about abundance. And I genuinely didn't realise that they had this showing the symbolism of abundance in this one. So now, interestingly, there's me saying, of course, yes, go to somebody who is respected in what they do, who is higher up in the field sort of thing, corn, there we are. But don't forget who you are. Now, in this Empress, normally she's just sort of very elegant, sort of sat there, look at my abundance, and it means it's a good week if you want to get pregnant and things like that, traditional. But on this particular one, do you see she's young, she's youthful, she has a mind of her own. Look at that, she's got a short skirt on, which incidentally is covered with strawberries for summer. This is almost be a Beltane card, I think, really. But she still has I don't know if you can see it, which side is it, this side, the waterfall, which you can't see very well in the Rider-Waite, but this woman really knows her tarot. But she's like, yeah, do you know what? I am what I am, sort of thing. And you can be too. So this week, while you're learning or deciding what steps to take to actually increase your knowledge of whatever you want to increase your knowledge of, don't forget who you are. And most of all, enjoy it. Don't do something because you think, oh, perhaps I should do this. Don't do that. And particularly if somebody's telling you to do it, you may be quite young and your parents are saying, come on, I want you to be a doctor. You don't want to be a doctor, perhaps. You want to be something else. Don't forget who you are. But everything you learn will be of use this week. But pick and choose, But there she is. There's that amazing Empress. She's still got the stars. Oh, look at this, all the beautiful blossom. And of course, blossom will eventually turn into fruit. So they just work so well together. I mean, look at that. And she's not even looking at him, really. I mean, well, if you do it that way, she is. No, she's not. She's still looking at you. This is very much a card that you must take control this week, but in a feminine way, a nurturing way. She's all about nurturing. So it doesn't matter whether you're, a male or female. It doesn't matter. Look to your nurturing side. But don't forget who you are. Stand up straight. You are the Empress. You have the capability of not controlling other people. The Hierophant's a little bit about that control, but not to be controlled. So you can be who you are. So fantastic week ahead. Strangely enough, my aim here while I was weak, apart from writing a book and things like that, I wanted to learn new things. I'm sort of running out of time, but there we are. It's going to make me think about when I get home, I'm going to start learning some new things too. Anyway, have a fabulous week ahead. I will see you next Monday. You can see the sun's coming around, so I'm starting to squint, so I'm going to move. So I'm going to end this video. Have a fantastic week. See you next week. Bye for now.